Hello everybody, this is GamerGar and welcome back to another video of Stardew Valley. For the purposes of today's video, we are going to bring to you a 100-day challenge run, but it's going to have a twist. So we've set aside a few rules to make this run very interesting. Now the first rule is that we can only sell items that are foraged. Now this also includes items that are dug up from the ground using a hoe, and it also includes quartz and earth crystals that we can pick up off the ground. Now, we can't buy anything other than upgrades, so upgrades include tool upgrades, the backpack upgrade of course, and we're also going to be going to Joja route as well, so we're going to need as much money as possible to unlock all the lovely passives the game has to offer, all those lovely perks. So day 1 commences, we get our parsnips, we're going to plant those now, and when it comes to day 5 we can collect all those parsnips and eat them for energy. We can't sell them unfortunately because they're not forageable items. So I've got level 1 foraging here now, which means I can make wild seeds. So we're going to be making as many spring wild seeds as possible in this season to maximize our profits at the end of the season. Day number 2 is spent primarily cutting down trees, so we need tons of wood. And the first thing we're going to do is make a chest with that wood, and then when we get 300 wood we're going to go and make a bridge. Any seeds we get from trees that are being cut down, we're going to plant those, grow more trees, because we're going to be planting tappers all over the farm once we learn the recipe for tappers. Into the secret woods on day number 3, and we'll get some really nice items here. The moral, for example, is a really nice item to sell for extra money. Any additional forageables we get will be converted into spring wild seeds. So we got level 2 foraging there, and onwards to day number 4. So we water up the crops on day number 4, and then we proceed with cutting down more trees to get even more wood. So we're going to need tons of wood in this playthrough. It's going to be one of the most important resources around. So we got an artifact out of the ground here. We're going to give this to Gunther just so we can get some nice gold. Any artifacts we do get, we're going to hand them in to Gunther because you can get some nice things from him and nice aesthetics for the farm. Day number 5, the parsnips are ready. We harvest those and we now repair the bridge using the 300 wood that we have acquired. So that is basically the bridge repaired, and the best thing about this is that we can now access the second portion of the beach where we can get our hands on even more forageables, and we can sell these to make even more money. So the mines have opened, we're going to potter on down and we're going to get our hands on as much ore as possible. At the end of day 5 we get some nice level ups. We also learned the recipe for tappers, which is very interesting. We're going to make a furnace because Clint gives us the recipe here now, and we're going to make this, make spring wild seeds, and we're going to plant those. And what we're going to do is that every time we harvest the spring forageables from the spring wild seeds, we're going to make even more wild seeds, and we're going to keep doing that until the very end of the season, and we're going to sell everything then for a huge profit. Day number 7, we're going to plant new seeds, and I'm going to see if there's any spring onions around. So spring onions are something that we can also sell to make some extra money on the side. Sometimes you get lots of spring onions, other times I feel that you don't get much. I suppose it all comes down to the luck generator of the game. So I have even more seeds around that we're going to plant. Back down to the mines, and we're going to get as much copper ore as possible so we can make tappers. So I don't spend a whole lot of time in the mines. If I have some time I'll go down. If not, it's just going to be primarily cutting down trees to get up to foraging. So I got level 1 combat today, which is nice. I can make bug steak, and that comes in real handy, especially if we need energy or health. Day number 9, back into the secret woods, and I get more lovely forageables here. So the reason why we can access the secret woods is because we're using it's not really a glitch. Think of it as skill, where we skillfully place a chair and we use it to hop over a giant log. Day number 9, we get super lucky and we get the garbage hat, which is one of the rarest hats in the game. So we're gonna wear that with pride. We make more wild seeds. We're gonna plant over here near the greenhouse, because we're kind of running out of space over by the front of our house. So at day number 10, we get even more seeds, and we're going to cut down even more trees. So the trend continues. If we see trees, we cut them down. So what's going to happen now eventually is we're going to start running out of trees, and we'll probably end up cutting down the stumps as well. We get level 4 foraging, so we can make a charcoal kiln, which is really nice if we need coal. Back down into the mines. And as we can see here now, I'm making steady progress in the mines. I got really lucky, and I got a floor here with an absolute ton of copper nodes. So we're going to use a cherry bomb. I'm going to blow all them up and get lots of copper ores. I love when you get huge node clusters like that. So I get level 2 mining today. I can make staircases, and staircases will come in handy if I'm off 1 or 2 levels, to get a checkpoint. Day number 12, more spring onions, so we're going to harvest all those. And I'm also going to make some tappers today. I'm going to put them on trees. I'm also going to smelt any ores I get to get copper bars, because we want to start upgrading those tools as quickly as possible. So tappers are going to go on all the trees here, because I can sell syrups because it's part of foraging. Day number 13, the first set of forageables have grown out of the ground, so we can harvest all these. And what we're going to do with all these is we're going to convert these into even more wild spring seeds. So as you can see here now, the tactic is kind of starting to take off. Our farming patch is getting bigger and bigger. We're putting down more wild seeds all the time. So what's going to happen now eventually is that we're going to have to get our hands on sprinklers so we can kind of automate this process, because I'm spending a great deal of time watering these seeds every day. So as you can see here now, I'm back into the mines, don't have a whole lot of energy. So I make even more tappers from the copper ores I get today in day number 15, and I get more spring onions, so these are real handy for energy, especially when it comes to getting down to the mines. We also get the salmon berries too, so we harvest all the salmon berry bushes. Day number 16, we have the next set of forageables that are ready to go, so we harvest all of those forageables, and we make even more wild seeds. So we're just making tons and tons of wild seeds at the moment, spring wild seeds. Finally reached level 5 foraging, so we're going to get the gatherer, chance for double harvest. This is a no-brainer, because the more forageables we pick up, the more seeds we can make. Day number 17, the bushes still yield more salmon berries, so we're going to harvest all those. Salmon berries are also great for energy. It's great that you can get so many salmon berries and spring onions and spring. Back down to the mines, and finally we're getting our hands on some iron ore, but we can't make quality sprinklers just yet because we need gold ore also for that. So I'm just mining all the ores that I can get my hands on. So for day number 19, we're going to craft more furnaces here now. We're going to plant more seeds, and we're going to try to get further down in the mines just so we can get our hands on more resources. So we have another patch over here now with lots more spring wild seeds. Get down to 450, get my hands on some nice boots. Got level 2 farming, which is nice. So I think I need level 6 farming for the sprinklers, so it's probably going to take a while for me to get that, because I can't exactly go into Pierre and just buy lots of seeds off them. I have to use the mixed seeds I get from you know, hoeing the grass or hoeing the weeds away. So day number 21, the trend continues. We're just going to chop down more trees, make more seeds, and plant them. Have you ever seen so many spring seeds in your life on a farm? So what's going to happen now is that our foraging level is going to skyrocket over the next few days when all these spring seeds fully mature. So we spend the rest of our energy in just cutting down more trees, getting more wood. So we're trying to keep a balance of trees with tappers attached to them, and then trees that we're just going to cut down and get more wood. We found another huge cluster in the mines today, so we're just going to get all this. We've no bombs, unfortunately, but that's alright. Sometimes these crabs drop bombs. Actually, oh, nice when that one dropped a cherry bomb. So we'll use that right now. We're going to save ourselves energy. There we go. Unfortunately, it blew up the quartz. I never knew that. I never knew that you could actually blow up quartz using bombs. But there you go. There's a tip of the day for you folks. If you see quartz on the ground, or if you see like earth crystals or, you know, mushrooms, don't plant bombs. You will blow them up and you won't be able to harvest them. Day number 23. More spring onions for us. What's great is that we got foraging level 6 there, and the more our forage level increases, obviously the rates are higher that when you pick up a forageable, you're going to get a gold star one or a silver star one. So obviously it's much better than a regular one, especially when you're selling them later on, you're going to get a much higher profit. So day number 24, we make more tappers. We're going to put them on more trees. So what's going to happen here is eventually we're going to have like lots and lots of trees, lots of tappers, and we can start selling the syrups. I mean, the money you get from them isn't bad. We're going to get a backpack upgrade today just so we can go the extra bit further in the mines, because the worst thing that can happen in the mines is that you start throwing away items. Day number 25, we got back down into a great floor here. Lots of copper ores in the mines today, so we're going to blow all these up. We're getting really good luck with copper ores at the moment. The reason why we're not kind of pushing down further in the mines is because we don't need to. Primarily what we need at the moment are just tons and tons of copper, so we can make copper bars, so we can make tappers, because we want to put down as many tappers as possible, because this is one of our main sources of income. So any trees we see, it's just going to get a tapper. Doesn't matter if it's a maple tree or an oak tree, you know, a syrup's a syrup at the end of the day. So day number 27, we're going to sell all of our lovely forageables, and we should hopefully make lots of money from this. Back down to the beach, we're going to get all the forageables here. Great thing about the beach is you don't have to come down here every single day. As long as you get here before Sunday, you can get tons of forageables. Level 7 foraging, which isn't bad, especially in spring. We're going to sell all the forageables we have. Day number 28, it's back to the mines to get even more copper. So copper is basically the primary resource that we need at the moment to make tons and tons of tappers. So we saw some foraging stuff today. Let's see what we get. So we 18,062 gold. That's not bad at all. And because we made so much money, Demetrius is going to visit us, and we're going to choose what cave we're going to get in day number 29. So what we need to do now is we need to farm lots of coal now, because we need to smelt more bars. We seem to run out of coal a lot. Best way to farm coal is to run down into the mid-tier and start killing these dust sprites. So we get the wooden club, which is a really nice upgrade. Club weapons is probably one of my most favourite type of weapons in the game. So we're on day number 30 now, and basically because we're in summer, we're going to be using spring seeds, and we're going to plant even more tappers around the place. So spring seeds works the exact same way as regular, summer seeds work the exact same way as spring seeds. You just have to go around and start picking up all the forageables you get in summer, and you can make lovely summer seeds out of them. So I just need to make the farming patches bigger here now, because what's happening is that because we have the Forage level 5 profession, we're picking up double forageables on the ground, so we're making a lot more seeds. Making more copper bars. You can probably guess what we're going to do with those. We're going to turn them into more tappers. But before that, we're going to go to Clint and we're going to upgrade a tool. So what we're going to upgrade today is the copper pickaxe. And what's great about the copper pickaxe is that you can actually get all the way down to 120 with the copper pickaxe, no problem, because it gives that extra power to break open those nodes faster. More tappers today. We're going to plant them on more trees. So there's lots of trees that Stardew Valley give you. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make a little tree farm here, just up to the north, because the boulder opened up. We can also use the bathroom if we need energy very fast. We can also make tree fertilizers now, because our foraging level has gotten so high. And that means we can grow the trees up very quickly. So now things are going to get very interesting. We're going to run around here now with tree fertilizer, and I'm basically going to put it on all the trees that I can find. So we're going to go back down to the beach now today, day number 34, and we're getting all the forageables that the beach has to offer. This is a great source of income, because the beach is always going to spit up forageables for you every day. And we can just go down here Saturdays and just, we can just get the jackpot of forageables every Saturday for maximum profits. Back to the mines today, and it's going to be grinding up more copper because we need a lot more tappers now. See, because we have the tree fertilizers, we can now make tree forests very, very easily. And tree fertilizer is going to mean that those forests are going to shoot up out of the ground within a few days instead of waiting a whole season. So on day number 34 here now, it's just the usual beach, copper farming, smelting everything, getting more bars, running around cutting wood, upgrading tools again. We're going to upgrade the axe this time because we're using up an awful lot of energy cutting down these trees. If we upgrade the axe, it means it'll take a few less swings to cut these trees down. If we need wood, that means we have more energy to do other stuff. More tappers. Day number 35 is going to run around here now, picking up more forageables, turn them into seeds. So the great thing about today was that Clint is going to give us that axe now in a few days. That's going to make life a lot easier for us, because not only will we save a lot of energy cutting down trees, but also we're going to get a lot more XP because we can cut down more trees per day. And using the tree fertilizers, it means that if we cut down all the trees in the game, we can just grow more trees and cut those down. So wood becomes less and less of an issue with the tree fertilizer. Now, day number 36 is just another day of cutting down trees because we really need more wood at the moment for what we want to do. So any trees we see, we just quickly cut those down. Now the great thing about this is that so for day number 37, we're going to pick up any forageables we see on the ground, but the primary focus of today is to get back into the mines and farm more copper so we can make even more tappers. But more importantly, we can also upgrade our tools. So there's still a lot of upgrades we have to do for the tools. Upgrading all the tools by the end of the 100 days would be a really good goal to do. So we need to get lots and lots of copper tools going at the moment. And the next tool I want to upgrade is the watering can, because there's a lot of forageables now on the farm. And every morning there's a lot of watering that has to be done. And because it's going to be very hard to get farming up to level 6, we might not have the luxury of using sprinklers. So getting that upgraded watering can is very important. Day number 38, we go back into the secret woods, we pick up some nice forageables, and we go to Clint then and we get some tool upgrades. So we just go ahead with the watering can there now. Day number 40, we're going to get even more mushrooms here. We can sell the red ones, and I mean, I could eat the regular mushrooms for energy if I needed. I could just sell them as well if I want to make more money. Because I have my lovely copper axe now, I can cut down those tree stumps, which gives me a hardwood, which is really nice. I can also run around the farm here too, day 41, collect all these syrups so I can sell them. So that's really handy as well. So water crops today. Now we're actually going to go ahead now today and we're going to try to build a horse stable so we can get around faster. Because when you get the horse, it means that you can travel twice as fast, so you can do a lot more in the day. The watering can here is real handy. We can now water 3 crops at once, and this is going to save us tons of time. We now have the hardwood requirement to get a lovely stables in, so let's get a lovely horse here now. Now, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. We upload Stardew Valley content Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. So if you love Stardew Valley content, you'll absolutely love this channel. So just hit that lovely red subscribe button there at the bottom. That way you won't miss out on Stardew Valley content when it gets released all the time. Day number 43, we've got lovely forageables here now we can harvest. And because we have the level 5 foraging perk, there's a chance that we can get double forageables when we pick these up. Obviously what we're going to do with these is we're going to make even more forageables. We're going to make more summer spring seeds from these. So we're going to have, that's 120 right there. As you can see, it's getting more and more all the time. Look at the amount of forageables we have here at the moment. So what's happening now is that a great deal of time has been spent most days watering all these. If we get a rainy day, it's basically a miracle because it saves us tons and tons of time. The big challenge here is that we don't have sprinklers. If it was any other playthrough by now, I'd have lots and lots of sprinklers put down. But we can't purchase seeds off here, so we can't make, we can't get the farm level up, so we can't make sprinklers. But that's the challenge that this run comes with. So we're going to name the horse, we're just going to give the horse, we're just going to call him Grover just for the sake of it. Now we can get around that faster. We're getting our hands on loads of syrups here now at the moment, so we can sell all these. So today is just a day of collecting syrups and chopping down more trees. And that is basically the trend that this whole video is probably going to be about. Cutting down trees, collecting syrups, making seeds. That is the life of a forager. So day number 46 here now, and we get a rainy day, thank God. I mean, it's so nice when you get a rainy day because it means we don't have to water anything, the rain will do the job. And obviously stuff we plant today also gets watered, so it's so nice to get a break from going around with the watering can. I'm not the biggest fan when it comes to using watering cans. Normally when I play Stardew Valley, I'll aim for the quality sprinklers as quickly as possible. So we're going to go over to steel axe upgrade today, and that means we cut down the huge tree logs. So if we want, we can actually clear the whole farm away if we wanted to, change the aesthetic of the farm. Then number 47, it's back to watering, and as you can see, we have a lot of watering to do. So we basically spend almost the whole day just watering these crops. We're going to go back into Clinton now today, number 48, and we get our steel axe, which is great. That means we can cut down basically anything that we get our hands on. And obviously when it comes to the regular trees as well, it's going to take a few less swings to cut those down. We're also going to go ahead and upgrade our watering can. Because it's the 23rd, because it's the end of the month, it's the best time to upgrade the watering can. So I'm just going to harvest forageables here now. So what's great about this is that we're going to make more wild seeds here now. Look at that. 340 wild seeds. We're not going to plant those, of course. We don't have the time to grow them. We're just going to sell those instead. Back down to the mines, day number 49 now. And what we're going to do today is we're just going to try to get more coal. Day number 50, we're going to try to get a better weapon. So we're going to farm these skeletons for the bone sword. And we're going to see if we can make it down further. So we got the bone sword there now, which is really nice. It's a nice upgrade from the wooden club, and it's a great weapon to get your hands on if you haven't got a decent weapon by the time you get to the kind of lower levels of the mines. Made it down to 485 today, which is great. And we got level 6 mining, so we can make bombs now. Level 4 combat, which is nice as well. The higher your combat level, the more the more HP you're going to get. So day number 51, we're going to get all these forageables now. Lots and lots of forageables. Look at the amount of forageables we're getting here. Spice berries, sweet peas. It's just so many forageables that we're getting. Day number 51, it's back to the mines. Day number 52, we get a rainy day, which is really nice. Any rainy days that I get, I'm just going to be so happy about it. We get back our steel watering cans. This is going to make watering crops a lot easier for us. Back to upgrading tools, and going to try to go for the gold watering can, but we need a bit more money for that. We're going to make more wild seeds today now. Summer wild seeds at the 27th. We're going to sell those because we don't have time to, to grow those. Back down to the beach, we're getting even more forageables. And this today is it. So we're going to sell all these forageables, we're going to make extra money, and what we want to do here is we just want enough money so we can upgrade our watering can to a gold watering can, because that's going to make life a lot easier for us, especially when you see the amount of forageables that we're going to grow in fall when we get that in a few days. So it's day 54 now, it's the last day of summer, and we're just going to cut down all the trees here now that we're not using to get more wood. And any sort of forageables we pick up or seeds that we make, summer seeds that we make, we're just going to sell those for extra profit, because obviously we don't need those anymore, especially going into fall. So that's basically day number 54 here now. So once we're finished up with all these trees, we're going to have a lot more wood that we can use. Let's sell everything now and see what we're going to get. So we make a huge profit now. We get 108,875 gold. That's just from primarily selling seeds and forageables. Look how much money we get from selling the seeds there in the other tab. Lots and lots of money. So we're now in fall, and we're going to start today off by collecting all the syrups. And we're going to plant even more trees now in fall as well. And we're going to connect those with tappers to make even more money. So as you can see, when it comes to foraging, it might not be the most lucrative profession in terms of making lots of money, but you can make a nice bit of money with it if you set it up properly. So there's loads of trees here now, and they're small little trees, and what we're going to do is we're just going to cut all these down, and we're going to go see what we just want all the wood, and we want seeds that are dropping. We're going to come back up here, and we're going to turn this area up here into like a giant tree farm, and that's going to take effect quite soon. We're going to make more tappers in number 56. We're going to put those into more trees, and when we're finished with here now, we're going to go back into the mines and we're going to farm even more copper so we can make even more tappers. I've never seen, I've never done a playthrough before where I've had this many tappers on trees. So we need more copper today, so we're going to be farming kind of the top portion of the mines. Day number 57 here now. And we're just going to go around and look for more forageables. A meteor hit the farm as well, which is nice. Get some iridium off that later on. So also down number 7 is back into the mines to get more copper. I'm blue in the face from saying copper. Farm more copper, pick up more forageables. That's all I'm doing. But that's the challenge. That's what the run is all about. I want to see, what we can get by strictly just doing foraging for 100 days. That's what's interesting about this run. We get the gold watering can. Praise the Lord! So we can now start planting all our fall wild seeds. And we're using the gold watering can. It's not going to take a huge amount of energy to water all the stuff that we're going to get in this season. I'm going to get a bigger backpack again. So that's 10,000 gold. So that's one of the goals completed. We are for upgrading our backpack to the deluxe backpack, and we have a lot of money here now, so we can go to Morris here and we actually get some upgrades done for day number 60. So let's start by just getting the Joja membership off him. So that is the membership card added to our wallet. So we're going into day number 61 here now, and basically we're just going to get blackberries off the bushes today, and we're also going to see if we can unlock the mine carts, which will make life a lot easier for us because it means we can more or less fast travel to the mines. So we're going to plant even more fall seeds here now. I'm going to water these up. And as you can see now, the forest or the tree farm that we've set up here up in the railway station is really taking off. We're going to plant even more tappers up there. Day number 6, that is the end of day number 63. And Morris is actually going to fix the bus for us. Day number 64 commences. Blackberries. We're going to unlock the quarry. So we have the bus, the mine carts, and we have the quarry unlocked because we have loads of money. What else are we going to do with the money? We can't buy seeds. So we're just going to use it and just start getting some upgrades. So day number 65, in the quarry, we're going to get all the trees here now in the quarry. The quarry is actually a really nice place too to set up like an additional farm, and I use the quarry all the time to set up stuff. We're going to plant even more trees in the quarry, and you can guess what we're going to do here. We're going to set up these trees with tappers later on as well. So day number 66 commences, and today we're just going to be primarily clearing out the quarry for number 66. Plant more trees, cut down the trees, and plant more trees because we need loads of wood, loads and loads of wood. We'll put tappers in some of the trees as well, though. So day number 67, back into the secret woods. This is a great place to continuously get hardwood because these stumps respawn every single day. So we can just quickly come in here with the axe, just cut them all down, get ourselves tons of wood. Any forageables we get inside here too is a bonus. So the Secret Woods is a place that we go to a lot, especially on this playthrough. We mightn't show it every day, but we come down here a lot. And what's great about the farm that we've selected too is that we also get the stumps over here as well, so it's a great way to stack up on hardwood. So that's day number 67 right there. So we finally get foraging of a 10, which is great. And we're probably going to go over to Tarper here so we get more money for selling the syrups. So when I say syrups, that's all the stuff you get from all the different types of tappers. Oh, that's the pine tar that you get, the maple syrup, the oak resin. They all, you know, get increased profits. So then there was 68, and it's just putting on more tappers, and we're gonna make more tree fertilizers as well, and we're gonna fertilize more trees so they grow very quickly. So here's the thing, right? I did a video before and I literally just had a huge giant farm filled up the top with trees and heavy tappers. You can actually make quite a lot of money by selling the syrups you get from the tappers, and that's what we're going for here. That's the end game. All these trees that are going to sprout up out of the ground, we might just attach tappers to all these, but to do that we need hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of copper ore. So it's back into the mines again to farm more copper. So much copper, oh my god. I'm going to go to sleep tonight and I'm probably going to have dreams of just pulling fruit up out of the ground and just mining copper, because that's all I'm doing. We are going to do more 100-day videos, so stay tuned for more 100-day videos. I had a lot of fun doing this one. So day number 70, and we're going to sell lots and lots of forageables, get lots and lots of money. Look at all the forageables we're going to sell. Look at all the money. 56,000 gold for selling forageables. Oh, that's a lot of forageables. Lots. It's great when you get a mushroom floor in the mines, because you can just pick up all those mushrooms and sell them all to make huge profits. So that is day number 70. Huge profits there. Day number 71, we have even more syrups now because we have so many trees and they're connected with so many tappers. You know, most days now there's going to be syrups somewhere in the game. We just have to find them. Look at all the trees we have now. And we can attach tappers to all these trees to make even more money. So that is day number 71. It's just syrups and tappers. And this is why when people say, if you're watching the videos, that copper ore is one of the most important resources in the game. This is why. Because even though for this challenge we're using the tappers that primarily just sell stuff, you still need them to make other recipes that we're not going to make in this game. Like, look at kegs, for example, you know. Day number 72, things are starting to grow, so we're going to harvest all of these now out of the ground, and we're going to convert these into more fall wild seeds, and we're going to plant them again. So as you can see, so when you get rainy days like this, it's great, you know. I can't stress it enough. I love rainy days. Back to the quarry with even more tappers in day number 72, and we're going to fill up all these trees with tappers so we get even more syrups so we can make even more money. So the great thing here is that now, because we're back up to 76,000, we're going to get the greenhouse, because why not? And the thing with the foraging guide is that there isn't a whole lot of stuff you can put in the greenhouse because it's just foraging, but we're going to get it because it's a goal. We get another rainy day at number 74. We're blessed at the moment, so I don't have to grow with the watering can. I'm just going to plant more wild seeds. The trend continues, and we're going to get more syrups off the trees. So this might not be the most exciting 100-day run that you've seen, but it's certainly a very unique 100-day challenge run. And it'll be very interesting to see how much money we make at the end of the 100 days. So we're going to get the panning here now, and this completes the first primary goal, or second primary goal, because the first goal is the backpack upgrade, where we've got all the Joja upgrades and running in fall. So it is possible to actually, you know, have a very good lucrative year one by just sticking to foraging, as you can see here. So we get level 7 mining, so we got the transmutation perk, and it's back to the farm here now. We watered everything. Going to get these stumps again. What's cool as well is that because we're in fall, look, we get mushrooms here on the left, which is really handy. Purple mushrooms are just so good. And we're going to go to the desert now. We can pick up cactuses, we can pick up coconuts, so we can sell those as well. I'm just going to pick them up there now, and we can make even more wild seeds. That's 50 of them right there. Even more syrups. Blue in the face from saying syrups, wild seeds, copper ores, copper bars. So then number 78, and we're making even more wild seeds again. Look at that, 190 right there. Now we're probably going to sell those because it's 24th. I don't think we can grow those in time. Then number 79, we get another rainy day. The RNG gods have blessed us with rainy days. So for 79, it's just the usual running around getting setups. Day number 81 here now, and we're going to get even more forageables off the ground, which is great. We're going to pick all those up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the greenhouse here to its maximum effect. So I'm going to plant all these in the greenhouse. That means I can use them in winter as well. So there's a pro tip for you. The greenhouse can also be used for wild seeds. Not just regular seeds, but wild seeds. Day number 82, back to the quarry. More tappers. We basically just have a huge tapper farm up in the quarry at the moment, which is great. Day number 83, we decided to take a break from everything, and we decided to do the event, the Halloween event, to get the golden pumpkin, because why not? You know, we'll give it to someone eventually. So look at all the wild seeds we have today, hundreds of them from all the forageables that we've picked up out of the ground. Gonna sell all those, and I also sold the golden pumpkin because it is kind of a forageable. So we're in the final stretch of the challenge. We're in winter, but guess what? In winter we have winter wild seeds. So that's what we're going to be doing in winter. We're going to be running around picking up all the winter forageables and planting winter wild seeds. Day number 86, which is the second day of winter. We have lots of syrups here. So tappers also produce syrups in winter, just so you know. Like, a lot of people sleep through winter, but I think it's one of the worst things you can do, because there's still so much you can do in winter. We use our lovely greenhouse here now. We're going to have all these lovely forageables. And what we're going to do here is we're going to convert all these back into wild seeds. Now, the wild seeds that we have left over, we can just sell those, because there's no point keeping them, because the greenhouse can only hold so much. As you can see here now, we have tons and tons of trees in the quarry. The only challenge is that sometimes nodes might reappear, you know, like stone or iron ores or copper ores, and you might get stuck. So make sure that when you go to the quarry to get your syrups, that you go with your handy dandy pickaxe. Day number 91, back to the quarry, get more syrups again, and we're just going to plant more winter wild seeds in day number 91. So as you can see here, I just made some more winter wild seeds. We're going to plant those. We're going to try to fill up the farm with as many winter wild seeds as possible. That is the primary tactic of winter. Day number 92, there's only a few days left before the challenge expires. So we're just going to plant more wild seeds here now. And as you can see, our patch is getting that little bit bigger. But even if we don't get a whole lot of wild seeds, it's fine, because we've so many trees set up with so many tappers that we're going to get loads of money anyway. So lots of pine tars now today from these trees. We're going to go back into the greenhouse, got to water all these, but having the gold watering can, look how easy it is to water all these. We're going to have all these watered in no time at all. It doesn't take that long at all to water them. Now obviously, you know, we didn't get our hands on iridium tools, but that's okay. The gold watering can is still really nice. I'm going to harvest all these now. Winter roots, crocus, crystal fruit, snow yams. And go back to the greenhouse to get all these. So because it's day 95, what we're going to do here is we're going to convert all these into seeds, and we're probably going to go ahead and sell them. Going to get loads of syrups here now as well. It's going to be amazing to see how much money we're going to get now in a few days, to see how much you can actually make by just strictly using a foraging profession. That's one of the great things about Stardew Valley. You don't have to farm in the game. You don't have to go to the mines. If you want to spend your entire playthrough just foraging, you can do that, you know. You can do anything you want in this game. Day number 97, back up here to the north section of the map. And we're going to get even more syrups. Look at all the syrups we're getting today. We're just getting tons and tons of syrups. It's insane. More syrups, day number 98. The trend continues. I don't know what else to say to you. Syrups, copper bars, planting winter seeds. It's very, I mean, this is probably one of the hardest voiceovers I ever had to do in my life, just so you know, because there's so much repetition, you know. But it's my first 100-day challenge. I know it's a bit long, so if you've made it this far, thanks so much. I appreciate it. I think when I do my next 100-day video, I'll kind of edit down the days a bit shorter. Day number 99, the second last day, I'm going to collect all the winter forageables here now. I'm going to get all the syrups again. Day 100 is the last day. So let's sell all this and see what we get, and see what the profit is by the end of day 100. So look at all the stuff that I'm going to sell. How much money do you think I'm going to get for selling all this stuff? Look, 450 fall seeds right there, 167 pine resins. Let's sell all this stuff now. See, I can sell all that stuff too because I hoard it up out of the ground. I can sell the wood because it's related to foraging. Ooh, look at all that money. 199,198 gold. So my total earnings was 460,000 gold. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to make, to complete the challenge. But we got very close, which was really nice. So I'm going to leave the video there. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll upload the next Stardew Valley video in the next day or two. So stay tuned for that. And as always, I hope you have a great day. Bye for now. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell to be notified for my future videos. And as always, have a great day.